Obedience to God. Nobody's talking about it, so we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about the hard things. Woo, ciao. Welcome back to this channel where I give you the sauce, but I also give you some meat to go with it, okay? Um, Obedience to God. Obedience to God. If you're anything like me, happy but stubborn, eh, God is calling you to be obedient. He's calling us to be obey, to obey Him, because we're asking God for our dreams, our goals, our visions, and then yet we're self sabotaging it by going back to the past. Our past is going to come up to test us, okay? They're going to come back. People, places, situations, old jobs, old opportunities, things that seem familiar. Please use discernment as this time is very crucial for your success. Do not fall back into the trap of the familiar. Right now, there are a lot of things that are trying to hold you back, and don't allow yourself, okay? First of all, you're trying to hold yourself back. Do not do it. Don't allow it. And I'm here to also break something. I want you to know this word right here. What is it? Read. Know. You have the knowing within you. We know what we want. We know what it is that we need. We know what it is we have to do. Why aren't we doing it? I'm being so serious. There are people that are trying to stop you from achieving your goals because most of them know that you're becoming a version of yourself that you weren't before. And so, old friends, family, and people around you, they're going to want you to stay the same because it benefits them. But right now, God is calling you to do what benefits you. I know it may seem scary. Most of you might be like, well, I don't see the financial breakthrough yet. I don't know where the money's coming from. I don't know where the resources are coming from. I don't know where the husband or the wife is coming from. I don't see it yet. I'm still struggling. It's still a struggle. I mean, let me say this to you. Something is better than nothing. Something is better than nothing. Learn to be grateful, okay, for what you have in your life right now. And there's something that I'm gonna tell you. Look, a lot of you right now are actually growing. You are actually seeing the money. Cha-ching. You are actually seeing your bank account increase little by little. Not drastic maybe right now, but you are seeing it, right? I want to ask you something. What is the difference between you receiving $100 and $100,000? It's the same thing. It's a different level of frequency, right? You should be jumping up and down as much as you feel like it or not when you receive 100, as equal as if you receive 100,000, because that lets God knows that you are grateful and that more can come your way. I know it's very difficult to do it with the small things, but I know that this is the secret right here. God is watching to see if you're going to be faithful, stewarding the little, if you're going to really be faithful. He's testing your faith to see if you're going to be faithful with the small. Yes, the channel is increasing. It might be increasing right now as we speak by one subscriber a day, two a day, 10 a day. It's rapidly increasing little by little. But if you're not grateful, if be careful, if you're not grateful, if you don't take the time to be grateful for those small yet huge differences, each one of these subscriber is a soul. Each one is a person. It's a real person. And I know you want to have 888 billion subscribers, but that takes time and it will happen, and it already happened, right? If you're living in that energy that right now, that's the amount of subscriber, people, influence you have, that's what you have, right? If you carry yourself this way. And I know it's not easy. And yes, sometimes you have to be delusional. If you can be delusional for things that are going really bad in your life, if you're delusional about the negative things that could go wrong, why don't you just use it for good and be delusional? Yes, it's kind of weird, difficult, awkward, but be delusional and believe God when He says in Jeremiah 29:11 that He has a future and a hope for you, okay? Become faithful to the word of God. And trust me, I understand where you're coming from. I have been stubborn for a very long time, and I know that being stubborn has only led me to sadness, disappointment, bitterness. Okay, so we want to obey the word of God, and that's going to lead to success. That's going to lead to happiness. This is going to lead to health. It's going to lead to abundance. It's going to lead to joy. It's going to lead to you living your life on purpose. It's going to lead to an overflow of you living your dream life. It's going to lead to all of these things and more inside of the kingdom of God. However, if you're not obedient, okay, we got to talk about that. And Deuteronomy 28, go read that. Go read the full chapter. Go and read that right now. He talks about the obedience and not, right? If you do not do it, if you don't obey, you won't be successful. So unsuccessful, right? You won't be happy. You'll be bitter. You'll be depressed. You'll be unhealthy, right? You'll be sick. You'll be confused. You'll be sad, not living on purpose, not using your gifts and talents, right? Not in overflow. And that'll cause a life of misery. And, this is the path that you want to pick all the time, right? We don't want to pick that path. So every day you have to choose. I'm not gonna lie, this thing is not a walk in the park. Most people want to make it seem like it's a walk in the park. And right before starting this video, I was like, Jennifer, you should smile more. You should be happy, and I should. But I have this, like, right now it's like this plain frequency where I have this certainty that God is blessing me, that He is elevating me, that He is elevating you, that He is allowing us all to grow. But it's like this weird energy that's coming through that we need to continue to clear. And you should be happy, because at the end of the day, what is the difference between right now and 15 minutes from now, right? Like, really, like, if you have $0 now, and then let's say you win something, and then you have 10 million, you're going to be happy for a while, right? Because like, I don't know why is it we think that external things are the things that are going to make us happy. Yeah, it will make you happy for sure, right? And if you are wise and you wake up, because some people never wake up until it's too late and they lose everything. And they understand, and they see that their relationships are backstabbing them, and they realize that they never really had real friends with real intentions, and they realize that people just wanted to use them for their money and for everything that they had, right? And so if you wake up, or those people wake up, and you start to go within, because when you wake up you go within, and you understand that it doesn't matter what outside looks like. If you have the inside, the inside will always reflect. And so it doesn't matter whether you have or not. If you have inside, you're always going to have. This leads to, I know it's like, I'm one of those people that I rather have the outside than this woo woo inside thing. But I since I've woken up, I've chased that. My experiences, I've had the outside. So this goes two parts, right? These are like oops, sorry, Jesus Christ. This is two sections. I guess that's my journals talking to me. So let me pick them up and share them with you. If you want to purchase journals, these are on sale right now. This says "Be Your Own Kind of Fabulous." It's a beautiful journal. This is the one I'm using right now. And then we have this one says "Live Your Dream." Live your dream. Look how beautiful this is. So we have those on sale if you're interested as well. I do have journals for men. I have like almost like it's a plain cover. It's a blue and a black. So if you're interested in that, please go ahead and put journal down below, and I'll get it out to you, as well as a paid consultation if you'd like that with me. Put the word consultation down in the comments, and then we can book a paid consultation. Okay, I'm gonna leave all the goodies down a link below for you. Like this video if you're liking anything I'm saying, and let me know what path you're on. So as I was saying, we have two divisions right now, and I want to speak to two parties. So I want to speak to the people who are, honestly, you're here, because if you haven't woken up yet, you are here. And I do want to talk about this middle ground right here, this kind of like confusion transitioning phase. There is three. People talk about the good and the bad, but there is the middle. And the middle is kind of almost leaning here and leaning here, right? And we want to live over here constantly, but the truth is, when we are constantly looking to elevate, we're going to have to go back here to center, right? Things are going to seem confused. You're going to be like, well, I thought that I had to pay my bills first instead of paying myself first, right? This is a money myth. Let's talk about money, success, right? So I thought I had to pay my bills first, right? And not save 10%. This person understands they have to save first 10% for themselves, for the future, for whatever. And then they pay the bills out of the rest of the money, whether it's 70% or 90%. If you wanted me to make a more in depth video on that, let me know. Comment the word success, and I can create a video on budgeting and how I do my finances, how I'm able to thrive, survive, and and ultimately just do the will of God. um so like, when it comes to happiness, all you're telling me, I have to put myself first, right? Myself first and not other people first. Over here, people, they put other people first. So like when you're in a transitioning phase, you're like confused and you're learning so many things. And I personally, this is my belief, right? Don't come after me if you want. I don't really care what anybody else says. I really don't, from the bottom of my heart. This is just my experience, and every single person is so different, and I respect every single person. I believe that if you do not have the outside external forces or whatever, if you don't have the car, the house, the yacht, the whatever it is that you want, I personally say go after it and go get it with every freaking ounce of your being. Like literally night and day, get up and go work for it and make it happen. If you here's why I believe that is, if you go after it, for me, this has been my experience. If you go after whatever it is that you want, I've noticed that once you have the thing, you realize that that's not what you wanted. Like you get it, and then maybe yes, some of it is what you wanted, like the car, the house, the boyfriend, the girlfriend, the yacht, the clothes, the shoes, the bag, the phone, the whatever, the tripod, like whatever the heck it is, right? Like the realization that comes from doing that and attaining the outside thing is what leads you to spiritual awakening, in my perspective. Like I love to travel. Hence you can see this little thing, right? This little plane here. And if I didn't take all those trips, 30 states, 7 countries, I would have still have held so much anger and resentment towards everybody else around me, myself included. I would have hated myself. And then, like it's like we reflect to the world all this stuff that we have inside. And so people say, oh, it's not the outside. Don't chase the outside. Listen, That's that's true. It is very true. Okay, it's not the outside, it is the inside. And once you start to feel the inside, then you'll be able to understand that none of that thing, like none of it matters. Like it's good to have, it's nothing wrong with having it. I love nice things, I love fancy things, you know what I mean? Like I do. But like for example, I'm gonna be honest with you, like this watch, so many people have said to me, oh my god, this is I love your Rolex, I love your Rolex. Like so many people have said that to me, and I'm gonna find the link and link it down below for you, because I'm just a genuine, open, honest person. It's not like it, I wish it was a Rolex, right? It's a Rolex in my mind, but it's a regular watch, okay, that I got on Amazon. It's a luxury beautiful watch. And my I asked myself this, since I already chased after the things that I wanted, the car, the trips, like the all that stuff that I wanted, I got it. So now that I have that experience, when it came to this, I want a real Rolex. Yes, I do. But with time, it's not like urgent, like, oh, I want it tomorrow. It's like I don't have that in me because I already chased those things in the past, where I bought expensive jewelry and expensive gold, diamonds, and whatever, and I realized the effect it had on me. People are different. Listen, you got to do what works for you. Do what works for you, please. And you have to know who you are. And so for me, I rather, in my mind, I said, well, how can I get the Rolex without maybe paying that money for it? Because I personally want to invest into other things. AI, like I want to invest into travel, into my business, into myself, into my career, whatever, right? And minimal, and so that was me. And so I said, well, I can buy it something that looks similar, that is not as expensive, but it can still give me the feeling, the look, the energy that I want. Because everything that you want outside of you is really like, it's just when you get it, it's just an energy, right? All you're looking for is a frequency and a vibration, and how it makes you feel and how it makes you look. Everything in your life that you want. Um, Hopefully this is making sense. Like this video and share if you want more. What else? I wanted bouncy curly hair, and I cut all my hair off. I know it's looking crazy, but I like it. It's beautiful right now. I gotta go to the salon and figure some stuff out. But everything everything you want that's outside, everything that you want that's outside of you, it's like all you're looking for is a feeling. Now here's what I'm gonna say to you, because again, I feel in my heart that so many people need to hear this. A lot of you are holding on to resentment. A lot of you are holding a lot of resentment in your body, and I need you to release it by journaling and by speaking out loud. What is it that you want? So answer if you want in the comments. You can answer. Feel free to do that, or out loud, or in your mind, or in your journal. What do you want? Right? So me, let's say I want to take a trip, hypothetically. I do, right? Now, since I am in this duality stage where I am learning more and more, that I gave up a lot of things because I asked myself, well, if I do that, what is the feeling I want to have? What is the feeling is that thing is going to give me? Do I want it now? No. 90% of the time, when I ask myself that, I don't want it anymore. But if it's something that, let's say, taking pictures or something, oh, if I want to take pictures, what is the feeling it's going to produce? Listening to music, dancing, going out with friends, family, working on the project, working on the business, doing the video, recording the video, working on whatever, I don't know, going back to school, whatever. And I say, oh, that makes me feel good. Oh, I'm going to do that. And then I proceed to doing it, right? However it may look. And so I'm a big believer in doing things that you love, and don't listen to people who say, don't do that, don't waste your money on that, like there's no investment. Like honestly, bro, like that's the reason why you have a lot of resentment, because you're like listening to everybody else instead of listening to yourself, because deep within you, you remember that word that I put earlier here, you have the knowing within you already. You know what you want, you know what you need, you know what's going to make you happy. Now take precaution and know that we can dive deep into this because honestly, maybe you might want something and it might not be good for you, right? And God is protecting you from some stuff. So there's also that part right there that we have to pay attention. Well, Jennifer, as much as I try to get that outside thing, I just can't seem to get it. Maybe it's not the time, maybe it's not for you, maybe God has something better, which is 9 times out of 10 that is the truth, okay, the factual truth. When that thing you get it and sometimes you feel bad or negative things happen or you mess up or whatever, it's because God has something better for you. I'm telling you without a shadow of a doubt. I'm standing in this place right now, and you guys have no idea how much I prayed for this. And, like sometimes I'm like in awe of how God works. I would have never imagined in a million years He would have me in such a huge space, like huge, and with with everything. I mean, it's crazy, but I'm grateful, and I hope this video has helped you. Please like, share, and comment for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. You guys like my kisses? I know. I love you. Bye.